vision board, assemblage, collage, awesomeness. So this is a magazine I found. It was free. You guys can see this one. It just has some images that I definitely know I'd want, or like some wave images. And this is the board I found earlier I said I was gonna use to glue stuff onto. This will be my vision board, and this is where I'm gonna put all the stuff that I wanna do. I'll look through here real quick and just pick out a couple quick pictures of some cool waves. Like right off the bat, look at that one in San Francisco. That looks sweet. Let's check that one out. I don't need to make it huge. And I'm probably gonna use, you guys see that already? I'm probably gonna use, oh, if I was in my classroom, I'd definitely use my cutting board for this. God. I'm kind of missing the classroom because of the way it's like my workshop right here. If you guys haven't been in my classroom already, it's a bunch of giant desks. Each desk is bigger than both of my two workbenches put together, and I have 8 of them. And that's where you guys sit. I have giant cutting boards and toolboxes. It's just really nice working in there. But you know what? We'll make the best of what we can with what we got. Put the scratch pieces over there. Cut that. Whoop. Look at that, there it is. Little wave. I feel like that's gonna be like centered right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by putting down some images on my vision board of things that are important to me. I have Elmer's, but I think I'm gonna use Mod for a lot of it. I got my big thing of Mod and a brush. So I'm gonna Mod down some things. Maybe I'll get just a couple images. I'm not doing that much collage on mine. I'm gonna build stuff, build a lot more things. Let's see what we got. Any other cool images? Guy skimboarding, that's cool. This is just one of those free magazines that's mostly ads. You can pick one of these up when you go into the cruise, into the Santa Cruz. No problemo. Oh, that's a cool little cabin. I have the cabin. That's definitely going on here because the cabin is going to represent. And now, remember, everything can be kind of abstract or, you know, representational. It doesn't have to be exact. So this cabin can actually represent my own home, or it can represent like my chicken coop kind of thing. I'm gonna cut this in really tight. I'm gonna cut it really close in here. I'm just cutting out some images of things that I like that look cool, and this is what my vision board is going to be comprised of. And when I look at this, I'm probably gonna end up hanging this up right here in my workshop. Did I tell you guys I've been watching this show called Forged in Fire? And it's about blacksmithing and making knives and stuff, and it seems very crafty, and it seems like something I definitely want to try to do someday. Is that going to happen for me this year in 2021? I don't think so, because not that I really need to do that right now. I have enough hobbies. For me, that's something I think I'm going to do later in life when I have more time. Right now, whenever I have free time, because I have a family and everything, I need to go hit the Schwabs, you know, go surfing and stuff. And then I get to do my crafts with you guys. So I get my artistic stuff out of the way during work, which is awesome. Super lucky to be me. I get to do what I like doing for a job. Pretty psyched about that. And then, yeah, my main hobby is go surfing, which is cool. So I get to go surfing, and I also get to, that's also my workout, you know what I mean? So, thumbing through here, we've got some jewelry. Do I first see jewelry, toys? Oh, look at this. Can you guys see that right there? That looks like a little mobile, because my wife and I are talking about maybe having another kid. So let's see how that works on my vision board. You know, we're thinking about it. We got one, he's really cool. We have an extra bedroom in our house, and it might be cool to have a little baby sister or brother. So we're thinking about that, so let's put that on the vision board too. That looks like a top view of the roller coaster. Cool, cool. American flag. I believe in America. Okay. I think it's a great place to live. And I think there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, but it doesn't mean that we can't love the country that we live in. And I am going to put an American flag on mine because I believe all this social unrest will go into a positive place soon. Oh goodness, too. I also found an old pickup truck, and I want to, I swear I've been looking on Craigslist all the time for like an old pickup truck. And so I'm gonna put that little old pickup truck on my vision board, and maybe I'll find my pickup truck this year. I want like an old rusty one, you know, just for like cruising to the beach and like just taking a drive to like the grocery store in a cool old Ford or Dodge. You know, I really don't care as long as it's a little vintagey looking and cool, you know. Right now I'm cutting out my American flag because no matter what happens, we still live in America and I still love our country. I don't care who's running the show. I still like the place we live. And we're going through some tough times right now, but there's still no other place I'd rather be than right here. And so I'm gonna put this American flag on here to hope to envision the best for all of us in America. Okay, got a couple cool things on my vision board. Got some shadows. Let me make sure it still looks good for you guys up here. Yup, let's move over here a little bit maybe. You can see a little better. Yeah, it looks good, that looks good. Okay, they're not necessarily gonna go in those exact places. Can you guys see there? I'm just cutting them out. So these are a couple images. I made a list and I don't know where it went. And it helps to have a list sometimes. Here it is. And on my list, it wasn't very long, but I had like surfing, I had possibility of a baby, I had working on my house. What else did I have? See, that's why I can't lose these lists. I don't remember what my list said now. So this portion of my vision board is collage. The whole thing's not going to be collage because I said earlier this is an assemblage collage vision board, found object, mixture type thing. Some kind of that. Let me cut these around a little bit. And we're just working, you guys. I'm working and you're working. We're working together. All right, I'm putting effort into this. That means you have to put effort into it if you want to get that A+. If you just want to C, you just want to get the grade to pass because you don't care that much, no, whatever. Just do a minimal amount of work. If it takes me 2 class periods, it should take you about that long. Cool, got a little mobile. I don't know if that works that great, but it looks all right. And then there's this little octopus toy. Looks like a little stuffy. It looks cute. I'm gonna cut it out. The Big Book of Blue. Oh, maybe we'll cut that out too. That's kind of cool. That might look good on there. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of these or some of these, but we'll see. We'll figure something out. Got this here. Put that around there. Up here. Put this here. Cool, got a little book. So maybe I need to read more books. Or maybe that book can symbolize reading books to my kid. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna cut them out anyway. I'm gonna cut out this little stuffy because it's really cute. come around there. Ah, got a little octopus stuffy thing. Cool. The Mobile, that doesn't, I don't know if that's gonna work as well as other stuff. All right, and then I said I was gonna cut out this little truck. Little old truck. Unfortunately, you can see it's like, it was up the road from where I live here actually, Cascade Ranch, and it's all burning behind it, but doesn't mean that truck isn't super cool. And so I'll cut out that little truck and I'll put that on my vision board for my 2021. And then what? And then we'll see where we stand. Cut out this little truck. See how I move the picture? Instead of trying to move my scissors, I kind of move the picture. See that? And if you're collaging, this is what I want to see. I want to see you coming in and cutting around, not just cutting a square to make it nice and quick, to actually cut out the image itself so that it sits on your new background. It looks really cool. See? There's my little truck. There it is. All right, I move that off of there. And even, I think the thing with positive thinking and vision boarding and everything, it's not necessarily the finished product. It's while you're doing it. Like that whole time I was cutting out that truck, I was envisioning like finding a cool classic old truck, you know? Here. Ooh, a rainbow. That's really nice. And an old tree. That's really cool. I wonder if that will work somewhere on my project. It'd be really hard to cut out. Well, remember it's there. Ooh. Mountains and a moon. That looks sick. What if I just cut these hills out? I put these as my background on the bottom. That might look really cool too. Oh, and there's that same wave that I have from before, just a little bit bigger. I think the little one works pretty well. Let's see what's over here. Snowy mountains. I don't really see that in my future. I don't like the snowy mountains. An owl. An owl can represent wisdom. Like I want to get smarter in 2021. Maybe an owl. This is a really good book today. Ooh, nice wave. Very cool. Very, very cool. What else? Some good food. I do want to get more into cooking this year, so maybe I'll pull that out. That's good. I want to get back into cooking. I kind of slowed down on cooking for a little while, but maybe I'll speed up on cooking again. And I'll get this owl, and the owl can be on his stick. All right, and I'll get that background of those, where those mountains go. Some cool mountains. And you guys, this is just one free magazine from the corner. You know, they have those like magazines that are mostly ads. So magazines are still out there. I know they're harder to come by than they used to be, but they are still out there and you can still find them at a good price. Okay, so like free. Now I'm gonna cut out this. And you guys at home, you're working on your projects right now. You're not just sitting here watching me. I'm just kind of talking and working on mine. If you are spending the entire class just sitting and watching me, then you have to do it on your own time. But I think it's easiest and best if we all just kind of work together and get in the zone together and make a vision board for 2021. Now, does it have to say 2021 on there? Nope, it doesn't. It's you. You have to know that it's 2021. You can figure out a way to make it say 2021 if you choose to. But it's your vision board. It's whatever you want to have to look at to try to envision positive things happening for the year. All right. And then we can cut this up around here. The rip part I did came out pretty cool, so I'm just gonna kind of do this. get this guy out of the way. I'm not gonna use that, but I'll use the stuffy and the book. And then I thought that this maybe can go right here at the base of my collage. Okay, that ripped area looks kind of neat anyway, see that? And I don't mind that spray paint that's on the side here, see? So that can go there. What I could even do is, I can kind of do this. Rip it and overlap it. That'll make it look cooler. And I'll rip one more. Cool, and then I'll overlap that. That'll give it a little depth. And I'll start with a little podge. I'll get these podged down. Got my podge, or if you got some glue or whatever, I'm gonna dip straight into it. Maybe I'll put some on my table. I'll put some on the table right here. Oh no, actually, I don't wanna do that. I'll put some, oh, do I want this guy? I don't know if I want this owl. He looks cool, but he might be too big. So I'll put the podge on the back of the owl. I don't think I'm gonna use him. If you have a little, come on podge, where you at? There it is. Got the podge. The Mod Podge. It smells like something. What does Mod Podge smell like? Something we know. Oh, so we're gonna go backwards actually, because I want it to overlap this way. So I'm gonna podge down here. Fill the whole background, bing, bang, boom. A little more podge, can you guys see that all right? Yep. Good. Get all the edge. Got some, looks like some sun beating on here, so I gotta go pretty quick. I'll put this guy right here. Cool thing with podge is you go right over the top of it too. Modge, you modge right over the top. Middle one goes over that, right there. When it dries, it'll look cool, promise. Get a little bit behind it. If you have podge, awesome. If you have stick glue, awesome. If you have no glue, but you have a little bit of tape, great. Whatever you can find. So why did I put these mountainy things on mine? Well, I think they look cool to start. And it will represent kind of an outdoor nature-y type feeling, which I want to do more outdoorsy, nature-y things. Okay. I don't mind if this wrinkles up a little bit. I just wanted to have that kind of rock. They're rocks anyway, you know. Push this along the edge. And this is really, because we're gonna assemblage this thing too. That's why it's gonna take us a couple periods. It's kind of a little bit of all the stuff we did. I'll put this one right in the corner. There we go, there we go. Hit that, get that down. And by pushing the Mod on the outside, we can then also, now once you get a full thing, I'm gonna kind of paint it in the shape of the rocks. And because you'll see that texture. So I'm gonna make the texture a little rockage. There we go. That's gonna look sweet when it dries, trust. Then, I kind of like this moon. Oh, maybe I should have put my American flag in the rocks. I can still do that. I can just do this, watch. I can cut a little corner, I cut it like a little imperfect, and then it'll look like it's sticking in the rocks, maybe right here. There's a good spot. All right, because like I said, you guys, stuff's a little cuckoo right now. Crazy things are going on, but we can always hope for the best, and I hope for the best for all of America and all of us that live in it, because I love this place. Beautiful landscape, beautiful people, and I just wanna, there we go. There it is. Okay. There we are. See, that's how I feel. I feel like America has always been great. We just need to work together, right? There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so that's gonna dry and that's gonna look really cool. Ooh, got a little bit on my hands there. So let's see what's next here. How do I represent the food thing? That's a really big pot of food. It's gonna take up a lot. Oh, but maybe my little truck. Where should my truck and my waves be? I kind of like the wave just right in the middle, because you know, surfing is also my exercise and my zen. It's where I get my, you know, like my meditation, believe it or not. That's, I think, if you guys haven't surfed, what it is and why it's such like a, oh, I'm a surfer. It's actually not just a sport. This goes for any sport where you find get in the zone, but like just being out in nature. So it's exercise. It's a sport that you're gonna keep getting better at. But the thing that's really important is I get some meditation when I'm out in the water. And so that's why it's important for me to do that. It's not something I can give up for anything. Like I have to make sure I surf whenever applicable, because it's not just getting out and surfing, bro. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's my meditation. So is this actually. Now while I was talking about that, did you hear? I just kind of felt like I was in the zone. I kind of zoned out just painting over that. Now this is gonna dry super clear. And see right here, I'm gonna take this texture where that wave's breaking. I'm gonna, so it's not just straight, it'll look good like that. Now, why don't I take this little baby octopus and put it right in the corner. Right in the corner, just kind of hanging out there. And that's if we decide to have another kid. Kid'll be hanging out on the beach. Plenty. And a little book about the big blue. I think the book can just be floating. I'm not always about things just floating on collages, but in this case, this is a vision board. It's not meant to be anything but like the visual aspect of our. And this also says the big blue, so it's about the ocean and things like that, which are very important to me. Okay, and I'll fill up some other stuff with this. I'll even do maybe a little drawing here and there. This truck could be driving up the mountain. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. Put it right here. Do this. Oh, don't fall off. There you go, truck. There's the little vision board truck, because I want to find a classic, an old cool classic truck. There's this moon. Do I want the moon? I don't know. Cabin? I could put the cabin down here. Fits really nice down here. See that? Okay. And so the cabin represents the building things. My house, my chicken coops, my fences. And I'm gonna actually build some little tiny things and add them to this as well. But for now, like I might even put a little fence around the bottom of this where the cabin is. But for now, I'm just gonna get this cabin down at the base of these mountains here with my Modge. And then remember, I'm gonna use the Modge and kind of do the textures I want, because those are gonna come out. Sweet. It's looking pretty good. When it's dry, it's gonna look even better. Now up in here, I'm gonna need some things for sure for my vision board. Let's take a look here. More cutouts. There's this big pot of food, but I feel like that's overwhelmingly big. I don't need to show that I want to eat or cook more quite that large. I wonder if there was another thing. It's a magazine. It says Santa Cruz Waves Magazine. Live the lifestyle, but it's mostly, like I said, ads. So I bet you there's like a restaurant ad in here that have a smaller food thing I could use to show that I want to cook more. I used to be really into cooking. Have you guys gotten into cooking? I was really into it, and then life got really busy, and so then I stopped cooking as much, and I should really get back into it because it is pretty awesome and it's fun. There we go. Here's some food things. There's a little plate of food. Looks like some steak and arugula. Arugula. It's a vegetable. Anyone? Movie? All right, ready? Extra credit for this movie. Same movie. Ready? You know, you shouldn't be in this aisle because you could melt all this stuff. Huh? Arugula. It's a vegetable. Figure it out. Extra credit. Arugula. It's a vegetable. All right, let's cut around this plate. I don't think I'm gonna put the whole plate in. I think I'm just gonna put in the steak and the arugula because I could definitely envision 2021 eating more steak and arugula. Who can't envision that, right? Arugula. It's a vegetable. Anyone? All right. When you figure out what movie that is, tell me and do yourselves a favor and watch it because it's hilarious. Oh, almost gave it away right there. All right, coming around, coming over, coming down. Get that noodle in there. Around, over, up, over, around, and down. See that? It doesn't really look like anything. It just looks like a pile of goo. I don't know. As much as I want to get into cooking in 2021, this image doesn't really suit my setup here. Doesn't really work. No, that's funny. Let's see what else we got. This, and now, yeah, I'm digging it. Very much vision boardy. Up in here, let's see. Why the long pause? I'm just thinking what I should put up in this area. Maybe I do need that owl, but I already put Mod Podge all over the back of them, so I can't use that owl. Shoot, I should use something else with the Mod on. Oh well, I feel like I need something up in that top corner, and it will come to me. And I think it might be maybe that lighthouse coming off on an angle. Or maybe just the top of the lighthouse. Maybe that lighthouse will be perfect. Ooh, maybe another wave. That's pretty nice looking too, but maybe not. Let's try that lighthouse. Let's see how that works. Let's see if that looks good up in the top. And then what we're gonna do next class, everybody, what we're gonna do next class is work on the assemblage part of our vision board. So initially, the way I went about it was I worked initially on this part of the project, the collage part of the project. And then, so we did organizing our materials, finding stuff we're gonna work with. Okay, I found a magazine, I found some other random things. And then I started with the background. I want the background to be a collage, and that's why I did this. And then after the background collage, I'm gonna let those dry. I think actually even before I do assemblage, I'm gonna add drawing to mine too. And I'm not gonna Mod Podge the whole thing because I wanna draw in these empty spaces, things that I may not have been able to find. So next class, I'll do some drawing. That won't take very long. So I'll do some drawings and then I'll start the assemblage part, which would be, the equivalent to found objects. And I'll put the assemblage and found objects around the outside, over the collage, and over the drawings to make my ultimate 2021 vision board assemblage. See, maybe like up in the corner. And then what would this lighthouse be representational of? I feel like this lighthouse for me represents my town, hope. I don't know, lighthouses are kind of cool, right? They're out there to help. That's what lighthouses do. They help out boats from crashing into rocks. And that's what we all need to help each other out a little more, right? So that's what the lighthouse is on there for. And also I needed something in the top before I got to moving on the next level. And you can see this isn't a completed collage. This is a partially done collage, which is fine for this project. If this was just a collage, I'd want this whole thing filled up. But this is a multiple collage, drawing, assemblage 2021, first project of the year in crafts, kind of project. And so we do not have to fill the whole thing. We don't want to fill the whole thing up collage, unless you're going to do all collage. That's really just all you want to do. Then it needs to be totally filled up. I do not want to only do collage. I want to draw. I want to add things to it. There we go. There we go. And now the last couple strokes of the mod I use to shape it, make it look really cool. And now that's going to dry clear and shiny, just like the stuff on the bottom here, dried clear and shiny. And that's the start to my 2021 assemblage vision board. I got a wood house in the bottom that represents my house, chicken coops, the building of things, and I'll follow up by adding real wood and stuff to that. I have these rocks, which is like nature, and I'm gonna add trees. I'm gonna make little trees. I have this old truck, because I kind of have my eye out for finding a classic truck. The American flag, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I feel like we need to think positively about America and this awesome country we live in. Surfing, because that's my pastime, my sport, and the way I work out. A little stuffy and a little kid's book, because we might be thinking about having another kid. And then up top, we have the lighthouse, and that's just, a beacon of hope. Something cool like that, Not sure where this is even going. It's going somewhere good, though. I'm digging it big time. That's it. I'm gonna stop this video. Peace.